Hello everyone, it's Irina again. So today I thought about bringing you not a demo, but a game, an Otome game that is from the developer Kogado Studios. It's a Japanese game, a very old game that you can find on Steam. This is not usually the type of Otome game that I play because I'm not a big fan of management. Okay, I like management, but in terms of romantic games, I'm not a big fan of doing all of the management and all of it. And since this game, I don't think it's very well known, I thought about doing another route and giving you a demonstration of the game. So this is one of those that I just come, do a route, and then I leave because I don't have patience for this. As you can see, this is very old. Even the system, you can see that it only has like a few things. And I already did some of the routes in here. This is Filia, this is our protagonist, you will see it. Dictor, I haven't done Dictor because you will understand that he's actually like the guy we are going against to. So I think it might be like a really cool idea to actually do him, but I never done him. As I said, this game takes time because you need to take turns. I think it's like 40 turns, as I remember. I don't know. And it takes time. So I've been doing kind of like, sometimes I do one, then I leave it, then I come back after. Like, I think it's been like maybe a year that I've been playing, like since the last time I played. That's what I mean. Sorry, it's morning and I'm like this. It's probably been like a year since I last played, so I don't even remember most of the things in here. I always like need to check out again because I don't remember. Yeah, but this guy, I didn't do him. I did Baron, and Baron is actually, he's not that difficult to do. In fact, he was like the first one that I did. I thought he was like a hidden character, and apparently like you can even do him at the start. Sylvester, this guy, he's a sugar daddy to Filia. He's a sugar daddy. I did him, and I was kind of like thinking, oh, I don't know what we're going to get from here. Is he like going to have like a pedophile type of route? No, he's just very caring and gentle with her, and even at the end he's like a daddy, you know. He just wants like to protect her and take care of her. And yeah, I really liked him. Then we have Clemens, and I was kind of like thinking if I was going to do Clemens or Rodvich, because I don't have Clemens nor Rodvich. And there was one time that I tried to do Clemens and I wasn't able. And today I was like thinking, maybe we'll do Rodvich. And I don't know how, let me tell you, I don't know how it's going to turn out. I may not be able to do him because I'm not doing the walkthrough as I'm supposed to, not putting the status where I need, you know. This is going to be like me trying to do him, kind of like. Wenzel is... okay, these guys are like lords. I'm sorry, you have like no idea of the story if you never even tried like the prologue of the game, but you will see it. Okay, these guys are lords, and I'm just telling you like some things before we begin. Wenzel he's cool, he's fine. Lucian is... he's kind, okay? He's a good kid. Albert, you don't want to go here. Honestly, you don't want to mess with this guy. Okay, no. Like, I had a scene with this guy, and this guy is not good in the head, okay? I mean, if you like guys that are not good in the head, it's fine. You can do Albert, okay? He has like that nobility type of guy, and he's very possessive. He's a collector, and yeah, he's dangerous, okay? Adelaide she's pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't done her route either. She's pretty cool too. Epidote is like an old man, and there was like one time that I thought about like raising the status with him, because I was like, I don't know him, you know, and he's not a guy you wanna raise the status, honestly. I was being really nice to him, and even at the end he decided to betray me. Okay, so you want to do him is fine, but no. Yeah, Bastion, I never done Bastion, but he's kinda oh, how do you say it? Forgot the name. I mean, he's a noble, and he acts like a noble, and he's not very friendly, and yeah, no. It's not because he has like this type of image. It's, as I said, the personality that he has, you know. He's not a good guy either. Kind of like what is the name of the other one? Kind of like Albert, you know. So yeah. Quintusim, he is a representative of the forum. He's like very mysterious. I've tried many times to get him, and he's probably the hardest one for me. Although, what I heard is that you kinda have to leave your status like in a very average way, and then just give the right answers to him, you know, and try to raise him. But I always had like a bit of a hard time to getting him, and I'm not going to try today. Yeah, I'm not. Winfred is going to be with us a lot of time. Eclair too, she's our maid. And Winfred is the son of Sylvester. And he's very kind and gentle. He's kind of like his father in that way. But he's also a strict guy that wants things very organized, and the way that, you know, he thinks is the best for your progression. Yeah, he's going to be your support, basically, in terms of the kingdom and the politics. And the maid is going to be your support too, more in a way of like emotional support and stuff like that. And with him, I have some scenes, and I think I got like an ending or something. But with him, I I think you don't actually have like a romantic type of ending with Winfred, because he's just like a side character, a supportive character. I remember getting like one ending with him, and it was very like in the friendship kind of way. But I heard that the second game, because this game, Palais de Reine, has a second game that we do not have translated, localized in English. So, as I said, like today, I think I'm going to try to do Rodvich. But we'll see. Then we have the knights. Okay, those are the lords. These are the lords. We have Filia, which is our protagonist. These are the lords. And in here we have the knights. And I did bits of some of them. I remember doing Walter until the end. I did Evangel too. Evangel, I don't know how you want to say it. And I did Olaf till the end too. And yeah, this guy is kind of difficult. I'll tell you as we go. Kido is like, yeah. Do I have another guy that I kind of like did? No, I really like Sigmund. He's an old guy, but he's really good with... Okay, each one of them has his own strength, that's it. Sigmund is very good, like you look at him like, oh, he's an old guy. Yeah, he's very good with connections. He's probably like the best one when you want to have connections. He's a really good knight. Yeah, I think I only did those. Why? Because sometimes you are doing like the route of a lord, and you might actually kind of get like an ending with, not a true ending, but you kind of get like an ending with a knight. That might happen. Okay, let's try to start this. No, we're not going to skip because I need you to see from the beginning.
次女殿、諸侯はすでに玉座の間にお揃いだ。王女殿下の準備はまだ整わんのか。
まったく、これだから殿方たちは。父を亡くした娘さんが泣き伏せるのがどうしてもいけないとおっしゃるつもりなのですか？
そうは言わんが、その父親が国王であれば話は別だ。誰かが王位を継がねば国は立ち行かん。諸侯からも早く即位をしてくれとの矢の催促。もはや俺のような一介の騎士の言葉では抑えきれん。どうしてもお出ましにならぬとおっしゃるなら、無礼は承知、踏み込ませていただく。それでもよいか。
なんてご無体な。わかった、わかりました。今姫様をお連れいたしますから、乱暴なことはやめてくださいませ。さてと、そろそろ引き延ばすのも限界ですわ、フィーリア様。宝石と毛皮に守られた温かな子供時代はここでおしまい。これから姫様が生きねばならないのは、剣謀術数渦巻く政治の世界なのですわ。さあ、覚悟はお済みですか？
Okay, so this goes in an auto kind of thing. I mean, I think I put it in auto in the options. I don't remember. What I wanted to say is that I'm going to try to put a route in here, but I also want to say that this is a game that has copyrights and stuff. So if they tell me to take the videos out, I will have to do it. Okay, so we'll see as we go. Okay, I want to cry just a bit longer. Okay, she's facing a situation in here. I want to cry just a bit long. You will understand, okay? You will understand what's going on. No, but I don't have much of a choice. Of course I am. It's do or die. Okay, let's be brave. Of course it's do or die.
さすが私の姫様、頼もしいですわ。でも今はそのげんこつをしまってくださいませ。スキャンダルをメモした秘密の手帳もね、下準備と根回しの時間が十分取れたとは言えませんが、まあ姫様ならうまくやると思いますわ。さあ参りましょ
う。おお、王女殿下、よくぞお出ましに。それがしはバルターと申します。戦王より親衛騎士の座の拝命し、並々ならぬご恩を受けたものです。
バルター殿は若い騎士たちに剣の指南を請われているほどの達人。また義に厚く信用できる方ですわ。彼が護衛を引き受けてくださったのは何よりの幸運かと。
高貴な方の信頼をいただけることこそ騎士の誉れ。ご安心ください。今日一日は王女殿下の御身に不埒者どもの指一本触れさせません。どうかお心安らかに今日の儀式をお務めになってください。
Yeah, sometimes the text just goes really fast because this is like in an auto kind of thing. And I do think that the font in here is really tiny, but I mean, we can deal with it. I thank you for your trouble. I am quite concerned. Please protect me. Will I get him if I say... I don't remember, honestly. Will I get him if I say that I need his protection already? I'm just going to say thank you for your trouble. Okay, you are going to need some knights to protect you. And this is why I'm kind of like wavering in here. You are going to need some knights to protect you. You are a princess, you're going to need some knights. Because you are alone right now. Like your parents died and you are alone. And you are going to need some knights to protect you, and you are going to manage your kingdom. And I don't know if I say I am quite concerned, please protect me, if Walter is going to be among the knights. And he is a really good knight for you to have. I would recommend you to get Walter from the beginning. But I have a specific set of knights that I want to get in here. I don't know if I should just say nothing. I'm going to try. Thank you for your trouble.
Ha! ありがたきお言葉。
最近は自分の城の中にいても安心できない時代ですものね。
暗殺者はどこにでも入り込んでくる。近年は東国の動きも怪しいと聞くし、この国の中にも不穏な空気がある。そんな状態だ。大国ターブルロンドの王位継承者がただ一人か弱い乙女と聞けば魔が差す者もいるかもしれない。
持つ権力に比例して敵が増えるのが世の摂理ですものね。まして王の座、友や味方であった者さえ敵に回ることがある。姫様、私のことも無条件に信じてはなりませんわよ。もしかして今夜あたりお飲み物にこっそり毒を入れるかも。
おいおい次女殿、それはなかろう。あなたは王女の姉君のようなもの。家族まで信用できぬようではこの国はおしまいだ。
そういう気概でいてくださいなということですわよ。もちろん私、姫様への忠誠心にかけてはどんな騎士殿にも負けないつもりでしてよ。
やれやれ、次女殿にはかなわんな。 それでは殿下、まずは光の前へとお進みください。剣の制約の儀に際し、多くの騎士、貴族たちがお姿を求めて詰めかけておりますゆえ。
Yeah, some of them do not have. Maybe I should not. Maybe I'll click it myself so we can read. I think it's in here. I'm not sure. Let me see. This is a knight. I'll never have. Oh no, it's not. It's in auto anyway. Is in auto? No? Huh? I don't know anymore. Okay. I heard the former king never forced the princess to learn about politics whatsoever. Yeah, well, what can a little girl like her do alone as far as politics goes? Ha ha ha, you're right about that. Getting married and making children is their duty. They are cuter when they don't know more than they have to. Okay, so her parents like died or something, I don't know. And now she needs to reign the kingdom. And you have like lords and knights. And I mean, she's a woman, do you understand? Like that thing. Living in a monarchy and you are a woman. You did had cases of success like England where like women raised it to the throne, but in here we are like in a place where it's not that well seen to have a woman at top. So they are being very prejudiced against her, and they're like, oh, like he's saying, women are just good to get married and having child, you know. So they are being very prejudiced against her because she's a woman, and the only thing that they can see is that she needs to get married and have a man to rule the country, okay, the kingdom. Oh, I need to click. If she was going to be a wife, that'll be one thing, but Filia is going to be the king. Not to mention that she'll be in command over us. There's nothing else we can do to keep the blood of the King of Knights from dying out. What is to become of our kingdom? Okay, so yeah, you will have some voice acting in here, like most of it is voiced acted, but you will have the lords all have, I think all of them, right? Yeah, I think all of the lords are voice acted, but many of the knights are not going to be voice acted, okay? I don't remember if it's all of them. No, it's not all of the lords, right? I don't remember. It's been such a long time. We'll see it. We'll see together.
この場においでのお歴々、静まられよ。騎士王の血を正しく受け継ぐターブルロンド王家がお一人、王女フィーリア殿下のおなりである。
さあ、フィーリア様、中ほどにお進みください。つまらない下々のささやきがお耳に入るかもしれません。ですが、何も気にすることはありませんわ。あなたはターブルロンドの新たな王。すべての騎士と民はあなたに従う定めなのですから。
Oh, that's the princess there. It's the first I've seen of her. Yeah, I see. She really is young. What a lovely princess. Even if she marries a prince from elsewhere, she would be the flower of the court. This can't happen. There's a fine line to reigning as a king, and she can't be depended on. Okay, she is also like very young. She has like that delicate, fragile kind of structure, you know. So they look at her and they're like, this person is going to reign? No, we need a king, yeah? So, glare in the direction of the voice. Cough. Say nothing. I also don't remember if this is going... Yeah, I think it matters for the status. Oh, but I don't know... I don't know. Yeah, I think this is going to be important for the status that we're going to get, but honestly, I don't remember, so... Oh crap, no way, did she hear me? She's got some sharp hearing. It's probably be safer to stay quiet for now.
殿下、しわぶきのなさり方をなかなか心得ておいでですな。
まったく、この国の殿方たちは女を何だと思ってらっしゃるのでしょう。失礼なことばかり。
我が国は騎士の国だけにどうしても男社会になりがちなところがありまして。おっと、あそこにおいでになるのは宰相殿。どうやら待ちきれず玉座の間から迎えにいらしたようで。
アルタ、殿下をお連れするのが遅いではないか。最近の新鋭騎士はエスコート一つまともにできんのか。
申し訳ありません。部長訪問でありまして。
やれやれ、我が国の騎士も質が落ちたものだ。それともお前だけが無能なのか。どうなんだバルタ。
Okay, yeah. This guy, Dictor, he's a lord, and he has a lot of influence and power among the peers, in the kingdom. That's why he's kind of like that and arrogant and rude and all. Walter says something back to him. Walter has been fulfilling his duties. Or neutral. I don't remember which status we get in here, so whatever. Let's kind of defend him. He has been fulfilling his duties.
王女殿下。
おう、これはフィーリア殿下。ご機嫌麗しゅ。なるほど。噂の通り下々に対してもお優しいお方のようですな。
王女殿下、先ほどのお言葉だけで身に余る光栄と感じております。どうかこの場で宰相殿といさかいはなさらないでください。
Okay, he's the counselor. I couldn't remember that.
紅の獅子とも呼ばれたお前が丸くなったものだな、バルタ。
姫様、この男と言葉を交わすべきではありません。聞いての通り、少年の腐った男です。こいつの声を聞くだけで王女の恩義が汚れますわ。
これは随分なご挨拶ですな、次女殿。
黙りなさい、スケベ親父。王を補佐する宰相の身でありながら王家に害なす関心め。王妃様が亡くなられる以前、あなたがしつこく言い寄っていたこと、城の女なら皆知っていることです。
Yeah, so he's, he's that type of guy. Yeah, he just wants to have influence and power, and he doesn't care. And apparently, he was even trying to seduce the latest queen. Apparently.
王妃を苦しめ、戦王様を苦しめ、今度は姫様までもその毒牙にかけるつもりですか？
あなたが男であれば、たちまちに捕らえさせて口を裂き、鞭で叩き殺させておるところですな。世の中のことがわからぬ女のざれ言と思って、大目に見ましょう。ですが、あまり調子に乗らぬことです。
あまり突っかかるな、次女殿。宰相殿はこの国で一番の実力者だ。その宰相と王家が仲違いするのは国にとって良いことではない。先王陛下もその点悲しいまでに不信しておられた。
よくわかっているではないか。さて、これより殿下には剣の制約の儀を行っていただきます。他国で言えば戴冠式に相当する重要な儀式ですが、儀式の作法はご存知ですかな。わからないのでしたらこの最初、手取り足取り教えて差し上げ。
姫様に近寄るな。
リクトール、何をしておるか。
おじさま。
リクトール、姫様に無礼を働いたのではあるまいな。姫様とは亡き我が妻が父を分けた縁。わしにとっては我が子よりも愛しいお方だ。
Look at this. She's a friend more beloved than my own child. He's such a sugar daddy. You have like no idea.
我が名誉たる先王陛下なき今、姫様への無礼はこのわしが一命かけて誅すると知れ。
まだ何もしておらんよ、将軍。姫君には何もしておらん。
Yeah, Sylvester is going to be a big help to us. Yeah.
聞こうと話すのは疲れる。私は奥に引っ込むとしよう。制約の儀の説明は任せた。騎士王と聖騎士にまつわる話は貴公の得意とするものであろうしな。
感心め。姫様、ご無事でしたか。
I really like him, you know. Thank you for saving me. Please don't fight on my account. Let's be like... I usually would probably thank him, but I want to be... I want to be more... I'm not finding the words today. I think it's because it's morning. I have no idea. It's like 7 in here. But it's like the best hour for me to be doing this, because usually at this hour no one interrupts me, and that's why I'm like, I'll just do it at this hour. Please don't fight on my account. Yeah, I want her to be more gentle and let's see.
姫様は幼い頃からお優しくていらっしゃる。わかりました。姫様のお心を痛めぬよう努力いたしましょうぞ。
それにしても最初ったら不敬にも程がありますわ。本当にこの国の人間なのかしら。
Yeah, Eclair, she's such a sassy girl. Yeah, it's very sassy.
全くもって騎士の風上にも置けぬ男だ。バルターよ、お主も一方の騎士ならば、ああまで言われておとなしくしておるのではない。面目はありません、将軍。さて、それはそうとしましても、剣の制約の儀に関しまして説明をしておいた方が良さそうですな。将軍、 殿下も剣の制約の儀のことは先刻ご承知かと。
It's funny that he calls him Shogun. But generally, it's a good translation, Shogun.
ごめんなさい、バルター殿。あの儀式の成り立ちはおじさまの一つ話なの。おじさま、今日はおじさまが剣を捧げた時の話は抜きにして手早くお願いしますわ。
剣の制約の儀。これはこの国を作った偉大なる騎士王の故事にちなみます。かつてこの地に国がなかった時代、人々が未だ英知を持たず団結を知らなかった時代のことです。小さな部族ごとに分かれていた人類はそれゆえに無知無力であり、恐ろしい闇の者たちに蹂躙される日々でした。ですがある時この地にいずこからともなく一人の若者が降り立ったのです。彼はまず人々に団結を説きました。団結は力であり知恵であり、人間が闇に勝つ唯一の術であると。ですが多くの人々は団結の意味さえ理解ができなかったのです。そこで彼は8つの大部族の長たちに挑戦したのです。力と技術と言葉を武器にして。そして多くの試練の果て、彼は8人の長すべてを打ち負かし、その忠誠を勝ち取ったのです。若者と8人の導きのもと、忠誠は団結を生み、団結は力となり、闇を退けました。そして生まれたのがこの国なのです。若者は後に騎士王と呼ばれ、8人の力ある者たちは聖騎士と呼ばれるようになりました。その聖騎士たちが騎士王に忠誠の証として捧げたもの、それが彼ら自身の剣なのです。彼らは騎士王に誓いました。その剣を決して王に向けないことを、王の命令に従ってその剣を振るうことを。もし誓いが破られることがあれば、その剣で我らの首をはねよと。これが剣の制約の始まりです。現在でもこの剣の制約は決して変わらぬ忠誠を表すものとして騎士たちが行い続けております。いや、この制約こそ騎士の本来の特権であり、騎士が騎士であるという根本の。
おじさま、話がそれていましたよ。
おお、すまん。とにかくこの故事のように有力者が王に捧げる剣の制約には特別な意味があるのです。つまりはその人物を王と認め、国を、家族を、財産を、そして未来を託すという信任ですな。故にターブルロンドの王族は即位の際にその時々の有力者たちから剣の制約を受けるのが習わしなのです。
王の承認は国家の一大行事。俺のような一介の騎士では儀式に参加することもできません。今日の有力者といえば何といっても古い歴史を持ち広大な資料を許された名門騎士たちです。近年はそういった名門騎士の家長を領主とも呼び鳴らすようですが。
もちろんおじさまも領主のお一人ですわ。騎士王に剣を捧げた聖騎士の直系子孫のお一人ですもの。花咲ける地ポンパドールは王家の領地よりも広いのでしたわよね。大地の恵みも豊富だとか。
我が領地は王家からの大切な預かり物だ。心を込めて統治しておる。
Yeah, as I kind of let Sylvester talk about it. So you actually had a bit of the prologue in here in terms of understanding what's going on. And so this event, this coronation event, the sword, whatever, I don't remember the name. So as you saw, this was like a kingdom that had issues because, as you probably already saw from the beginning, you have humans in here, and you also have another race, in fact other races going on here that are not human. There was like some conflict over not only the people and the kingdom and those races that have like a name, and we saw it but I don't remember. We'll see it along the game. And so the latest king decided to be able to gather some knights, and each one would like govern a region and would take care of the conflicts that each region would have. And what happened is that along the years, those knights, some of them died and passed the title to their children, and the children became lords. Okay, for instance, Sylvester has like one of the most large and wealthy regions, which is Pompadour, and that's what they are talking about in here, but we'll see a bit more.
最も近年はまるで領地が我が物であるかのように振る舞う不届きな領主も増えているが。
Yeah, because the idea is that they are taking care of the territories for the whole kingdom in itself. But the lords started to have that conscience of, I'm nobility, and they are like, you have some of them that are like that. You have like Alberts, you have like Bastion, and they are like, we are nobility, we have certain kind of prestige, and we are just going to spend money and do whatever we want. You kind of had that in the monarchy times.
宰相殿も領主の一人なのです。彼の資料は銀山と交易で潤っているので、余計に大きな顔ができる。
Yeah, because each one of them is going to manage their own territories in their own way, okay? So Sylvester has Pompadour, and he managed the kingdom as he sees fit, maybe with more military, maybe with more economy. Each one of them has their management of their territories. And they are talking about the council, which is Dictor, and Dictor is also a lord, and he has his own lands, and he has a lot of influence.
領主はわしを合わせて全部で12人。その全員から剣の制約を捧げられた時、姫様は新たな王となるのです。剣の制約の儀に関してはこれ以上述べることはありません。
Yeah, ceremony of the sword covenant. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember.
さあ姫様、儀式の場となる玉座の前へ参りましょう。
準備はよろしいようですな、王女殿下。領主一同お待ちしておりました。
ターブルロンドの各地を預かる有力諸侯が一揃いというわけですわね。1人2人3人4人5人6人7人8人 9人、10人、11人。あら？儀式に参加するべき領主は12名のはず。1人足りないのではありませんか？
察していただきたいものだな、次女殿。足りない1人は最果てのマンハイムの領主だよ。
あ、
He's referring to him. I can't tell much about it. Okay, I'm going to put the first one because you still don't know what we're talking about in here. So the second one assumes that you know what we're talking about. So what does he mean by this, Eclair?
ああ、姫様はご存知ありませんでしたか？そうですわね。先王陛下がお耳に入れないようにしていたでしょうし。あの領主に関しては話せば長い物語。ここで話せる内容ではないですわ。またいつか機会のある時にでも。
まあキャツがいないのはいつものこと。そして幸いなことだ。では制約の儀を執り行うとするかな。
All present. There's been an emergency.
なんだ想像しい。
There's a representative here at the request of Baron von Schwarz, Lord of the Ultimate Thule of Mannheim. He is already at the castle gates and is waiting for allowance inside.
何？何のつもりだ？黒貴族め。
Well, that's in keeping with tradition. The representative was sent to participate in the ceremony of the Sword Covenant for the enthronement of the princess.
やつめ、また気まぐれを起こしよって。
姫様、領主の名代となれば無下に追い返すこともできません。ここに来ていただいた方がいいですわ。
Yeah, we are talking about the Baron. Remember that I said that it was actually kind of easy to do him at the beginning, and I actually did him the first time. Yeah, so he represents the non-humans. He has the territory with the non-human kind. Okay.
何か悪い企みがあるとしても、ここなら多くの騎士たちが守ってくれるでしょうから。門番、その名代殿をお通ししなさい。
But you are not going to see the Baron in here. You are just going to see a representative. By your command.
それでよろしいですわね、宰相殿。
是非もない。奴の名代がここに来るまで少し間を置いた方が良さそうだ。
姫様、お体の方は大丈夫ですか？宰相の毒気に当てられませんでしたか？
領主たちの視線も思った以上に厳しいようですな。精神的にだいぶお疲れになったでしょう。合間ができたのは幸いでした。今は少しでも体と気を休めてください。
Do those people despise me? Something like that won't bother me. They are all quite distinctive in their own ways. Let's say like something like this won't bother me.
さすが姫様、他人に見つめられるのは慣れてらっしゃいますものね。気をつけなければいけないのは宰相くらいのものですわ。もっとも油断は禁物ですけど。ま、今のうちに休憩しておくのは悪いことではありませんわね。姫様、こちらの椅子におかけください。ワルター殿は取り急ぎ水差しを持ってきてくださいな。
わかった。コクワールの粉も少し溶かしてもらってこよう。
それにしても気がついておられました？あのスケベ宰相、姫様のことを嫌な目でジロジロ見てましたわ。
フィリア
まあ、今の声は誰ですの？ はしたない大声で姫様を呼び捨てにして。って、こっちに走ってくるあの方はもしや、アストラッド
フィリア、お父さんのこととか即位のこととか大変だったね。
ちょっと、アストラッド卿、挨拶もなしに慣れ慣れしいですわよ。いくら姫様のお友達と申されましても、それは子供の頃のことですわ。今のあなたは宰相殿の養い子のようなもの。
So he is an adopted child of Dictor, you know, the counselor.
あまり姫様に近寄らないでくださいな。何をされるかわかりません。
何をするって、もちろん励ますのさ。俺はいつだってフィーリアの味方だよ。ね、フィーリア。
Hestred, I'm glad you could make it. We aren't child anymore. Don't be so friendly to me. I can't be friends with you right now. Okay. Yeah, depending on the answer you give in here, and the other one was the same with Walter. You kind of like start the romance with them. With the knights, not the lords. Okay, the knights. I'm glad you could make it. We aren't children anymore. Don't be so friendly to me. Truth be told, she has another type of status right now. I don't want to be harsh, but I'm not going for Astrid. I might get him. But I want to put like, I want to establish something in here, which is like we have a different type of status right now, and I might become like the queen, you know, queen king, and you are my knight. I mean, sure, we know each other, but we have a position here, so I can be friends with you right now. He's not going to like it.
どうして？俺、何かフィーリアに悪いことしたかな？
But this also enforces the idea that, imagine, they are judging me right now. If I'm going to say, oh, my friend, they're going to be like, oh, she's so weak. You know, he's a knight and she's being friendly with him and she's a weak queen, you know, like, so you kind of need to establish a certain reputation in here too.
そうではなくて、もうちょっと世間連れしてくれないと話も通じませんわ。なんであれ、この微妙な時期にわざわざ顔を出すなんて何を考えていらっしゃいますの？宰相殿の命令で何か罠でも仕掛けに来たと思われても仕方ありませんわよ。いいえ、そうに違いありませんわ。
Yeah, she's even like thinking, oh, was it a trap from the counselor to make her act like she's just kind and weak, you know?
それは考えすぎだよ、エクレールさん。最初は誤解されやすいところもあるけど、いい人だって。
Yeah, I might actually do the counselor one day.
私、あなたが他人を悪く言うところ、一度も見たことありませんわ。
But he's going to be like the one that we're going to be, you know, disputing the situation the most, okay?
今時4つの子供でもそんな性善説ではありませんわよ。
そうだぞ、アストラッド。お前の行動は青すぎる。
ああ、バルター殿、お久しぶりでございます。
かしこまらなくていい。戦王陛下亡き今、親衛騎士の職は辞したも同然だからな。むしろ宰相殿の補佐をしているお前の方がよほど立場が高いかもしれん。
まさかそんな。
He's saying this, Walter is saying this because she hasn't taken the throne yet, and since the king died, Walter is not actually a knight from any of the lords. Do you understand? That's why he's saying, Astrid, now you kind of like outrank me because I'm a knight that doesn't have a lord right now. Do you understand?
宰相殿は確かに偉いかもしれませんが、俺は宰相の厄介になっている東園の一騎士に過ぎません。
だが世の中の人間はそうは見ない。このない宰相殿がお前に後を継がせようとしていると見る。もちろん王家との折り合いの悪さも引き継ぐのだとな。
そんな、俺フィーリアと喧嘩なんかする気ないですよ。
We don't know about that. I mean, if Dictor would order him to do it, I don't actually know.
やれやれ、困った坊ちゃんだ。領主たちの視線に気がつかないのだからな。領主たちは戦王を支えた宰相の政治手腕に信頼を置いている。それこそ王家への信頼以上にだ。
Yeah, see, like Dictor has a really high reputation. You know, he's very trusted. And he holds a lot of power. And she's just the king's daughter, a fragile little girl. Yeah.
だからその後継者の政治手腕にも興味があるんだよ。もちろん俺や次女殿のような王女審判にとってもお前は要注意人物なんだ。
まあそういうこともあるかもしれませんね。でも俺は俺です。フィーリア、ずっと友達だよね。
やれやれ、やっぱり分かっちゃいないな。
Yeah, he's just like so green, naive. Hereby announcing Sir Dietrich, representative of Baron von Schwartz.
あの耳、やはり人ならぬ闇のもの。
Yeah, this was like the name that I was kind of trying to remember. Yeah, so like these non-human type of race. It's called Dunkelheit. And as you see, they might have like these like vampire appearance, but not only that, because you will see like Olaf is kind of like a werewolf. So let's say that they are like, I don't know, demons, whatever you want to call them, but it's just not like vampires. It's like also werewolves and sometimes even other types, and they are all in this kind of race that they call Dunkelheit. Okay, and the reign that has them right now is the one that Baron is in possession right now. I'll say the things. Not good today to be. The issue is not how to put it. The issue is not that the words are not coming to me. It's just my brain that is not functioning at this hour. It's more like that. I'm sorry.
ひまいましいやつだめ。だがこうして堂々と来られては無視することもできんだ。マンハイムの地からはるばるよくぞいらした。
Okay, maybe it's Mannheim, the name of the territory. I don't remember. It's probably that.
誰だ貴様は。私が用があるのは騎士王の玉座を受け継ぐお方のみ。
Kishio-san? I think it's Kishio-san. Walter was Hatano-san. I think it's Kishio.
王女フィーリア殿下はいずこにおられる。
It's not available. I am she.
姫様、そんな危険です。
では、あなたが騎士王の勇気のあるお方だ。この異形の身を恐れているようにも思えない。お初にお目文字つかまつる。これなるはディトリッシュ、最果てのマンハイム領主の名代。
Mannheim. Yeah, that's it.
今日の良き日に、主より預かりし忠誠の剣を王女へ捧げに参りました。あなたの知性に騎士王の加護と、かつてなき栄光がありますよう。
名代殿、先走られては困る。剣の制約の儀はまだこれからだ。
ほう、200年の間にだいぶ格式ばったとは聞くが、本当だったとはな。面倒なことだ。己の忠誠くらい好きな時に捧げればよかろうに。
Okay, he's a representative, but he's also a knight. Okay.
まあいい。狼王もよその地では地元のウサギに道を乞うという。人間たちの格式にのっとるとしよう。説明ご苦労だったな、召使い殿。
召使い？この最小ディクトールを召使いだと？
Yeah, he was very arrogant with this one. The counselor certainly is the king's #1 servant. This man is quite the odd one. This means everyone is accounted for then. Oh my god, this is like a... let's be a bit brave about it. How fitting, the counselor certainly is the king's #1 servant.
姫様、本当のことを言ってはいけませんわ。本当のこと。
まあよい。これで剣の制約を捧げるべき者は全員揃ったということだな。将軍、貴殿がまず立会人となるがいい。私は第一の臣として最初に剣を捧げるとしよ
う。よかろう。では、古き良き習わしに従い、王国将軍シルベストル、制約の立ち会い人を務めさせていただく。
Royal Shogun, yeah. He is like the general.
騎士王の血の流れのままに、王となるべき者フィーリア、いざ、玉座の前へ。王を助け守るべき者、騎士ディクトールよ。いざ、主とするべき者の前へ。
姫様、いよいよですね。
ああ。我が父祖の血と我が名誉にかけて、この剣に託す。
どうしたディクトール。剣の制約の作法を忘れたか。とにかく剣を捧げもて、献身と忠誠を王女に誓うのだ。
断る。誰がこんな小娘に忠誠など誓うか。
何？
Kinda like the same, right? What is the meaning of this? Do not waste my time. This is most distressing. This is like less braver. Do not waste my time. Honestly.
それで怒っているつもりか。その顔で凄んで見せても赤ん坊でさえ脅せぬわ。王女がそれなりの傑物であれば剣を捧げても良いとは思っていたのだがな。ダメだダメだ。この娘では国を率いていくことなどできませんよ。故に剣は捧げん、忠誠も誓わん。 つまりフィーリア姫を王とは認めないということだ。
貴様、なんということを。
So he's going to rebel against the tradition, and he's going to say, like, I have more power right now than you, so why should I put you in a higher position than me, you know? I couldn't care less whether or not someone like you acknowledges me. This wouldn't be actually the best answer, I would say, because she should care about someone like him acknowledging her. Why? He has a lot of influence. So if you were in a position like Filia, this answer, I mean, you should answer whatever you want, but like in a reality situation, she should care because there's a ton of other knights and lords that have Dictor in a very high regard, and so we should care about the fact that he acknowledges us in a very high state. What do you mean by this? How does everyone else feel about this? Oh, they are not... Okay. We could choose, like, the democratic kind of way of how does everyone feel about it. But right now, most of them are not going to feel like she should take the throne. Do you understand? Yeah, because she's a girl, she's fragile, she hasn't demonstrated that she's capable of ruling and being a good queen, king of the knights, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to be like, what do you mean by this transgression that you are doing right now? Oh, Epidote. Epidote is the guy on the left. Ahem. Forgive my interruption, but I am in agreement with the counselor. See, like, you already have one of the lords saying that I don't have confidence, I don't trust that you are going to be someone good to be in a higher position. Were it the prince, well, yeah, because he's like a prejudiced type of person, you know, like a male would be okay. Having a delicate princess take the reins as king does not really sit well with me either. Yeah, I'm seeing that not all of the lords have voice acting. Yeah, I was kind of like, do they have, do they not have? Yeah, not all of them have. Bastion. I agree with my uncle. Yeah. I mean, I am in an agreement with the counselor. Yeah, because he's like, this guy is a joke. Whatever. Yeah, this guy is like, if you want to do Bastion, it's fine. But he's like a puppet, you know, he's a joke in the hands of Dictor. No one's going to take us seriously with a girl at the forefront.
貴様らもか。さては最小と口裏合わせおったな、知れ者どもめ。それでも貴様ら、騎士の血を持つ男か。貴様らの裏切り行為、姫様のご沙汰を待つまでもない。わしが今すぐこの剣で叩き切って。
Adelaide? Sorry to interrupt, General. I've got to say, I'm a little doubtful of Her Highness as king too. Okay, she's a woman. It's different, you know. You could say like, oh, but she's a woman. Why isn't she defending her? Well, yeah, that's the thing, is that Filia hasn't yet defined anything that would make them say, oh, we trust this person to be the one that is going to represent us as a king. Do you understand? She hasn't done nothing yet for them to feel trustworthy of this person. The job of a lord weighs heavily on a woman's body. That's to say nothing of the important tasks of the monarch. O dear ancestors, holy knight Vladimir, look down upon the beauty of this princess. Her beauty holds the gracefulness of a flower. To stain it would be all too shameful. Never could I have one such as she fights many battles on the throne as king. Yeah, he talks like this. This guy is a jerk, honestly.
お前たちまでもか。
See, this is what I was telling you about, which is like, if I had said that, oh, I don't need you to acknowledge me, like, as you can see, they are all in Dictor's side. So, or if I said, how do you feel about it, they would all be in Dictor's side. So, hold, for I have something to say. How could this happen? Oh my god. They don't trust me at all. I don't know what she has to say. I don't remember. What do you have to say, girl? Tell me. Hold, for I have something to say.
そうですわ。これじゃあんまり一方的です。
Rodfitch, excuse us, but this is our time as lords to decide whether to pledge our allegiance or not. We have no desire to hear Her Highness' opinion on the matter. Say, like, they are all jerks. You have, like, no idea. They are all jerks. It would be preferable if you could hold your tongue for now. I, too, am against this.
そんな。
Said Lucian. Lucian is kind of like a kind kid. Yeah, but he's going to be... I would put like Lucian and Adelaide, they are kind of like really cool and kind and all of it. Yeah, they are going to be against her right now because they do not trust her, but they are kind of like cool. Lucian, I am sorry, Princess Filia. I'm of the same mind as the counselor. I will not pledge my loyalty to you.
なんということ。李主安卿、お主まで。これで6人、半数もの領主が。正当なる王位継承者が騎士たちに制約を拒否されるなど、前代未聞のことだ。儀式はどうなる？いや、それどころか王の座はどうなってしまうのだ。
シルベストルよ、難しいことではない。進化から忠誠を捧げられない者は王になるべきではないということだ。つまりフィリア様は王失格だな。
なんだと？貴様、王家の正当なる秩序を何と心得る？
確かに今まで王位は接収となっていたがな。剣の制約の本来の意味を思い出せ、将軍。建国者たる騎士王を王たらしめたのはその血筋か？そうではあるまい。この地に降り立った時、彼は身元もわからぬ若造でしかなかった。そんな彼を王たらしめたのは、真たる聖騎士たちからの忠誠の剣を勝ち得た彼自身の能力。そう、王としての能力の有無こそが制約を捧げる判断基準、つまりは王の資格というものではないか。
You know, in a certain way, they are right. I mean, she hasn't proven herself, you know, for them to pledge their loyalty or trust her as, like, the next king.
だが、姫様を王として認められるとなれば、他に誰が王となるというのだ。
The thing is, Dictor is doing this because he has other plans. He's making this happen because he wants power. He's like the power-seeking type of guy, okay?
唯一の王家の男子である王子様はご不在。他にふさわしいお方はおられないのだぞ。
Oh, they forgot to put like... that's the predicament, presuming we focus only on the royal family. We do have plenty of prospects, however.
お集まりの領主諸君、試みに尋ねよう。私が王として立つとすれば、忠誠の誓約を捧げてくれるものはあるか。
See, he has like another plans. That's why he did what he did.
な、貴様、一体何を言い出すのだ。
A trial, I will take that to task. If Dictor were to become the king, I would pledge my loyalty to him. I feel that giving my loyalty to the wily and more familiar counselor would be far better than giving it to a girl fresh from her mother's bosom. Same here.
正気か貴様ら。王や王家の方々ではなく、ディクトールに忠誠を誓うというのか。それは王家に対する、いや、我らが育る騎士王や聖騎士たちに対する反乱ぞ。
No, I mean, that's not... We weren't... Yeah, he's a coward. That guy is like... Don't be so rash, Sylvester. He said it was a test. Did he not? I'm sure our ancestors will forgive us for our suspicions and inquiries. Still, as far as trials go, there are a fair few of us who agree with this. Isn't that right? I am in agreement as well. I think the counselor has the power to guide our kingdom in the right direction. I pledge myself to him to show the value of him as king. No, I'm not on board with this. I think royal authority is handed down through heritage. I cannot pledge my life to the counselor out of respect for the King of Knights and the royal family, much less my loyalty. Agreed. While I do not wish for the prince's enthronement, that does not mean I acknowledge you to be fit, counselor. You, who do not share the blood of either the King of Knights or the Holy Knights, I will not bow my head to you. Yeah, because he's like the noble type of guy in matters of everything needs to go by lineage, and like the noble type of guy, and he's a jerk. Let me say it again. I don't buy that the counselor is able enough either. To have the throne of the royal family taken by a vassal, a scandal of that sort rubs me wrongly. He's also, by here you can see that he also has like that noble type of mentality, Rodvich. That is something well known for other countries. That alone makes light of our own. Yeah. They are saying this, but I don't think they are also saying that, oh, I'm at her side. Do you understand? Like, they're like, I don't like the idea that the counselor is going to be king, but I'm not saying by this that I'm on her side. Do you understand? In turn, that would spread a terrible influence even to my territory. I will not agree to this.
宰相殿、ご覧なさい。あなたを積極的に支持する者なんて大した人数ではありませんわ。あなたの人望などその程度です。
なるほど。さすがは騎士王に連なる王家の血の意向というわけですな。確かにこの私個人に剣を捧げるのには抵抗がある諸侯もおられよう。
当たり前ですわ。権威や敬意というものは一朝一夕で生まれるものではありません。それは名門に生まれなかったあなたこそが最もよく知っていると思いましたけれど。
王家の血を後ろ盾にできるお嬢様は、さすがおっしゃることが手厳しいな。ならば諸公、それにエクレール殿。私に王家としての権威があれば、何も問題ないということだろう。それには一つ良い方法があるぞ。それも現王家の立場を何ら傷つけぬ方法がな。
なんですのそれ。
私が王女を妻として迎え、王家の一員となればよいのだ。そして私は王として国を治め、フィリア様は王妃として不自由ない暮らしをしていただく。これで全てが丸く収まろう。
なんですって？あなたが姫様と結婚？
貴様言うにこと書いて何を言い出すか。
We can say nothing, or we can glare, or break down crying. I don't want her to be too much weak, you know. Just glare.
ほう、まだ屈せぬ気概は残っているようだな。だがその気概だけでは役にも立たん。むしろ早めに捨てた方がいい。何国のためを思うなら、これが一番いい方法だ。それぐらいはわかるだろう。さあ各地を預かる領主の皆様方、いかがですかな。私の考えは。
I see now there are precedents for such things in other kingdoms as well. While I don't necessarily agree with it, I don't have any reason to be strongly against it either. And once the princess bears a child, and should it be a boy, the royal heritage will still hold strong. Isn't that right, Clemens? True enough, while I have some objections about it, it's not a horrible plan. Wait a second, Clemens. I feel like he's just trying to deceive you. You should be a bit more concerned about the royal family. If the princess is not enthroned, then our kingdom will be left without a king. We must do all we can to avoid that scenario. The counselor doesn't have many years left in him either. If we're going to discuss successors...
けしからんけしからん。ディクトールよ、貴様自分の年齢を考えろ。姫様を貴様の毒牙にはかけさせんぞ。
おお、ならばどうするシルベストル。
騎士王と我が父祖の名のもとに貴様に正々堂々の決闘を申し込む。名ある世紀のやり試合だ。それで全てのけりをつけようぞ。よもや断るとは言うまいな。
どうしようもなく時代遅れな男だ。断る。決闘などしたところで私には何の益もない。
Yeah, and I mean, he's like a shogun, he's like a general, and he's probably stronger than Dictor, so he's like, I will have no advantage in having like a duel. Although, during these times, the lords, this is like a reality, they would not go into duels themselves. They would put a representative like a knight to do the duel for themselves, which is probably what would happen in here in this situation.
それともその決闘をすれば王女が男に生まれ変わって全てが丸く収まるとでも。
卑怯者、貴様それでも騎士の血を引く男か。
あいにくと誉れ高き聖騎士の血は行ってきたりとも流れておらんのだね。罵倒され名誉を書いたところで痛くも痒くもないのだよ。
Yeah, maybe he was like Astrid, maybe he was like an adopted child from a holy knight. It's probably that.
なんなら 決闘を強行すればよいさ、将軍。貴様のその両力なら、私のしわ首など拳一つでへし折れよう。
Yeah, like with that strong of yours, you would break my old neck in one blow. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
もっとも、決闘を断った相手を襲うのは、騎士王曰く、騎士にあるまじき行い、ではなかったかね。
おのれ、貴様、へりくつをこねおって。せめてわしの息子がここにおれば、貴様の詭弁を叩き切ってやれるもの。
どうやら話は落ち着きそうですな。ご安心ください、王女殿下。悪いようにはいたしません。
お待ちください、叔父上。
アストラッドか。発言を許そう。一体なんだ。
I mean, this wouldn't make much sense. Remember that they said that only the lords could go into the covenant, the ceremony. I mean, for the covenant of the sword, whatever. Yeah, and like the knights are in here.
叔父上のやりようは正当じゃありません。騎士王の霊を持ち出していたけど、騎士王だって聖騎士たちの忠誠をすぐに得られたわけじゃない。
ほう、それはそうだな。だが、だから何なのだ。
騎士王は8人から様々な試練を課され、それを成し遂げることで信頼と忠誠を、つまり彼らの剣を勝ち得たはず。その試練の達成には1年以上もかかったと言いますよ。
その逸話はこの国の騎士ならば今さら講釈されるまでもないぞ。
ですからもうなんでわからないんですか。
まったく。失礼。名門ならぬ一介の騎士の身でありながら、この場にて発言する無礼をお許しください。恐れながら、古き良き血筋の皆様方、アストラッド卿は、こう言っておいでです。王女殿下ご自身の力量が、皆に試される機会があって叱るべきと。そうだな、アストラッド。
はい、そうです。
続けろ、バルタ。
今日のこの状況は、まさに200年前のこの地の状況と同じです。当時の人類社会も、未開は未開なりに、それぞれの族長たちによって、原始的な統治が行われていたはず。そこに現れた見知らぬ若者は、いわばその統治を乱す異分子。未知数かつ、不穏で危険な存在だったはず。ですが、我らが祖たる聖騎士たちは、その若者の言葉と行いを無下に扱いはしませんでした。むしろ、若者が忠誠を尽くすに足るものなのか、機会を作ってまで押し量り、結果として、私たちの今日の繁栄があります。今、王女殿下の力は確かに未知数であり、その人となりを知る方も少ないと考えます。ですが、だからといって、忠誠を尽くすに足りぬと今言い切るのは、尊き血を引くと自負される名門の皆様としてはいかがなものか。それは、祖たる聖騎士たちの御心に背くことにはなりませんか。
I get it. So that's what our ancestors did back then. Okay, Lucian loves to know about history. And he always wants to know more about the past to understand the present. Yep, it's just like Sir Walter said. You have my vote.
恐れながら、剣の制約の儀を、ひいては、王の選択を少し先へ伸ばしてはいかがでしょう。もちろん、国際情勢を鑑みれば、何十年も王を不在にすることは不可能。ですが、 1年や2年ならば可能なはず。その間にじっくりと誰が本当に王にふさわしいのかを見極め、改めて剣を捧げればよいかと考えます。もちろんその時王となる人物が王女殿下であるとは限りませんが。
I have no objections to this. That is the second best policy available. I'm in agreement. I feel that if the Crown Prince returned within that 1 year time span, it would resolve everything. Yeah, I don't remember about the prince, what happened if he's away. I don't remember. Oh, it is difficult to argue against the legend of our ancestor, the Holy Knights. What should I do?
いつになったら
He's an idiot.
剣の制約が始まるのか。
It moved.
日を伸ばすというなら伸ばすのでも構わないが、今日の私の役目は王女フィーリア殿下その人に主の剣を託すこと。今日私の目の前で王女殿下以外が玉座につくというのなら、私
Oh, sorry. It was me. I clicked. He's so scary. Like, this guy is such an idiot. That's why, like, I cannot do him because he's such an idiot. That's why I told you that it was a matter of personality. It's not even the visual of him, you know, being like this. He's an idiot. He's a coward, an idiot, honest. I agree to the postponement. I agree. Let's decide on the king later. He's just scared. He's a coward. Well, I can see the counselor winning this. Give it some time and the lords will see it as well. The princess will be of age to marry by then too. How about it, Dictor?
まあよかろう。ただし諸外国の干渉を防ぐために期間は1年間だ。それ以上かかるようではこの国はよその国々に食われるぞ。
では公正を期すため私が審判役を引き受けましょう。試練と一言で言っても何をもって資質を示すのか手段を定めなくてはならないでしょうし。
よかろう。教会の司教殿であれば公正さは信用できる。
いかにも全ては人の子らの未来のために。では過去と現在と未来にあるべき事例をもとに後日概要をお伝えいたしましょう。本日はここで解散とした方が良いかと思いますが。
叔父上、俺どうもよくわからないんですが、なんでフィーリアにあんな意地悪をなさったんですか？
ん？
Haha, cruel, he says. Sir Astrid, you are quite the honest lad.
え、そうですか？嬉しいな。
Fool, I wasn't complimenting you.
アストラッド、お前はあれを意地悪だと思ったのか？
はい。だって玉座にはフィーリアがつくべきじゃないですか。フィーリアはいい子ですから、きっといい女王様になりますよ。叔父上もそう思うでしょ？それなのに、叔父上はなぜ邪魔するようなふりをするのですか？
そうだな。私は領主である以前に王を補佐する宰相だからな。フィーリア様がより良い王になれるようあえて試練を課したのだよ。
You know, he's saying this, but along the way, it really seems like he's trying to get the throne, honestly. Maybe he really had like ulterior motives in a way to like, yeah, I kind of planted this so you could grow and stuff like that. But, you know, I don't know.
ああ、そういうことだったんですか。さすがは叔父上。俺なんかよりずっと深い考えがあるんですね。
Yeah, I don't
疑
think
うよう
so.
なこと言ってすいません。
Now, if you agree with him, then best you head to bed quietly. It's a long way home.
今日はお前も大演説で疲れただろう。
はい、叔父上。
My, he really was brought up quite well for him to show such a defenseless expression. Isn't becoming your successor a bit out of his reach? Yeah, you kind of like think, why did he got him as his adopted child, you know, when he has like a personality that has like nothing to do with Victor? Yeah.
何？どんな人間も使いようだ。案外悪い小僧でもない。
Yeah, kinda weird that he got him as his son, you know, like... Even if he butts in again like today, if he hadn't cried out strange things like that, we would have already reached a decision right then and there. Now, it's all become strangely serious, and even the forum has gotten its teeth into it.
構わんよ。大ごとになるのは望むところだ。即位の失敗、実質的な内戦、なんとも無様な、無様すぎる王家の姿。むしろこの世界中に知れ渡ればいい。私はな、エピドード。王の権威が失墜し、王家が凋落してくれるならば、それだけでいいのだ。あとはどうなろうと知らん。見ておれ、フィーリア姫。この1年間で、王女と名乗るのが忌まわしく思えるほど、王家の名を恥ずかしめてくれる。
See, like he's contradicting himself. He was like saying, no, I'm just doing this for her to grow and stuff like that. He was just like finding like a reasoning to shut up Astrid. Because in reality, he only thinks about getting the power. My, but you have such a perverted mind.
だがしかし、黒貴族の動向は気になる。奴だけは野放しにはできん。あれは我ら人類の敵だ。
Yeah, they they kind of like they gave like another name to the Baron, like Baron von Schwartz or something, because in reality, in the Japanese way, they are just like saying the Baron of Darkness. It's more like that, and not like von Schwartz or whatever they put it in here.
なんということですの？なぜ姫様がこんな目に遭わなければ。
気を落とすな、次女殿。こんな形にはなったが、王たる資質が試される時はいつか必ず来るものだ。
Okay, I'm going to just pause a bit in here, and we'll get back. But you already kind of like saw almost all of the prologue, so just a bit.